True self-analysis is the greatest and only act of progress. Let me explain. Before self-improvement, I never really took a third-person perspective and actually viewed my actions from a third-person lens other than, oh, I just want to feel good right now, so I'm going to indulge in whatever. Once I started doing this, taking a third-person view of my actions and the detriment that they caused, I realized that my actions were not only catastrophic to myself, but the people around me on a long enough time scale. Before I self-analyzed my actions and actually started doing research on my actions, like true analysis, I would watch porn, smoke weed, junk food, all that. I was not a healthy person. I was doing all this at a very young age. Once I started to actually self-analyze and realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm kind of tripping right here, I'm fucking up. That's when progress truly started. If you do not realize that something is wrong, how are you gonna change? Because you're gonna think what you're doing is fine. You have to self-analyze and see, oh, what I'm doing is wrong. Smoking is bad, it's fucking up my testosterone. I see niggas growing titties from smoking, eating junk food is bad. I don't want to be fat, I want to be aesthetic. I want to look like an anime hero. Once you start actually sitting and analyzing what you can improve on, you will improve. And then you'll develop a better sense of self-analyzation, so you will constantly improve. It's exponential. You improve the base things that are pretty obvious, and then you start looking deeper of like, oh, little behavior patterns or little inrooted traumas that you have that you really need to work on and improve to truly be the best version of yourself.
Little editor's note, I forgot to put this in the video, but the best way to take a third-person view and self-analyze your actions is through a journaling style that I like to call introspection. It's basically having a really deep conversation with yourself, and the amount of value that you're going to gain out of introspection is based off how honest you can be with yourself. Because, like I said in the Seek Hurtful Truths video, if you live in delusion, you will delude yourself into failure. So you got to be honest with yourself, honest with why you act this way, and honest on how you can truly change and improve yourself. If you want to know more about introspection, it's in the 4 forms of journaling video, so that'll be linked in the description. So go check that out. But yeah, introspection is definitely the best way to view your actions from a third-person lens.
Change is not possible without first realizing that something is wrong or that you need to change. You cannot change without accepting the truth. If you're fat and you think it's okay, you're not going to change. If you're fat and you think it's wrong and unhealthy, you're going to change. If you're a smoker and you think it's okay and that it's fine, blah, 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 then you won't change. You have to first realize that something is wrong to change, and then once you realize that something is wrong, you will begin to take action on that change. You must view your actions from a third-person lens, which is pretty difficult. And a good way to think about this is, would you do this if someone was watching you? Like, bro, you're not gonna sit there staring at a screen busting a nut if someone's watching you. Like, would God appreciate this even if you're not religious? God puts a third-person authority figure over top of you watching all your actions. So when you start making these bad actions, if you can't truly self-analyze yourself, maybe think, would God like this? Would God appreciate this? Am I acting in a godly manner? And then the answer most times is probably no. And if it's yes, then keep doing that, because you self-analyze, you realize that this is the action that you need to partake in to make yourself proud and to make God proud. If you want someone to self-analyze with you, sign up for one-on-one self-improvement coaching. It's $15 for a 30-minute call where you can just walk through, talk about your problems, and I'll help you analyze yourself, and I'll break it down for you, make it really easy. Ask prompting questions that will really get you thinking about yourself. If you need help after you start to self-analyze to get the water flowing and get on track of moving towards the better version of you that you imagined while you were self-analyzing, it's $50 for a 1-month coaching program where I will be along with you every step of the way, helping you push towards that idealistic version of yourself. This is something that I said in the last video, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Success is the constant realization of a worthy ideal. Shout out this dude in Discord, his name is Dre. He's the one who sent a video that said that, but that is such a good quote. Success is the constant realization of a worthy ideal. Have this ideal of yourself in your head and constantly push towards it, and I'll help you do that.
Subscribe. Now get off YouTube. Go self-analyze.